So my next question is about people who make really abusive or inflammatory or derogatory posts behind the comfort of their computer, so on the internet. We call these keyboard warriors. So as a society, or even as an individual, what can we do about these people? Should we be doing anything at all, or?
I want to say it is the same thing. In the field is anger and despair and violence. And all that happens is that individuals take it upon themselves to act. Do you follow what I mean? And who is going to make any, take any effect, whether it is a shooter or someone who is abusive in the home, or abusive in the mall, or abusive on your internet. It is all the result of the breakdown and the separation of into groups.
So what can we do? If we're faced with a situation where we are encountered the abuse as an individual, what could I do to stand up, or do I not stand up? Do I walk away? What's your advice?
I want to say this. One can call it out. That is all that is necessary, is to point out to the person themselves that one is, shall we say, sending them goodwill thoughts, because obviously they are in need of love. You understand? Because it is said, the dark side, the negative, the what is called the satanic forces, shy from the light. Isn't that the truth? So one shines in the light. One puts aside one's own anger, realizing that anger feeds the force. And one rises above it. One treats it as a great gift to rise above. Do you follow what I mean? Because if one truly can release that, to see that this soul is in pain, this person has a challenge, a problem, and they are trying to deal with it. They are trying, like everybody else, to survive in the conditions they find themselves in. Each one living with anger. And anger affects the body, affects the heart and the digestion. Do you follow what I mean? What sadness one feels in the unity for such pain.
So if you were a person dealing with anger, what's your advice? How do we best deal with anger?
Always to remember this. Anger is the cover for hurt. One is hurt first before one can get angry. And when one opens up, shall we say, the wound of hurt, then one can treat it. But if you cover up the hurt, it will fester, and it will become putrefied and eventually will kill you. You understand? So anger is there to put the focus back on the hurt, so that you can identify what is the hurt, how did the hurt happen, and most often it is misunderstanding in the distant past. Many people abuse others because of the hurt they did not ever understand. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So often it is that those that think they are doing the best have not looked at themselves first.
So what advice do you have for someone that is ready and willing to heal their hurt? How would they start?
The moment you reveal the hurt, the moment you start to see and acknowledge, I am hurting, already it begins to be healed. Shall we take it in a physical sense? One cuts oneself if one covers it up without cleaning out the bits of dirt, whatever that needs. You understand, as soon as it is exposed to the fresh air, it begins to heal, just naturally. It is part of the natural process. And sometimes you need someone to take care of it. Sometimes you need a witness to listen to the hurt and to see how that can turn into other things, fear or anger or revenge. All of these things arise from a undisclosed hurt.
Thank you.
Do you understand? And when you have a witness to the heart, then you are too not alone.